Grind DMV. Happy Sunday. We are waking up to a mix of sun and clouds here in DC, but a few locations are seeing a few of those showers. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
This morning, right here on DC News Now. The search for a suspect accused of assaults on 3 different walking paths in Fredericksburg. We have the latest on the police investigation. Then a Maryland school district making budget cuts for next school year. The concerns parents and teachers share with us about the potential impact on students. And a DC elementary school leading the way for sustainability inside and outside the classroom.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. It is Sunday, June 7th. Your time is 7 o'clock. Did you enjoy the little break from the heat and the humidity that the rain brought yesterday? Well, there could be a few of us who did, but could there be more rain today or during the next few days here in the DMV? Meteorologist Brittany Ward has your forecast in just a bit, but first let's head on outside right now where things are much more quiet. With a live look over the National Mall, you see the monument off in the distance. No doubt the sun is out, but I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of those rain showers. Let's bring in meteorologist Brittany Ward with the first look at your forecast on this Sunday morning. Yeah, that rain was, can I say quick and dirty? Yeah, it was quick
I
and
was
dirty.
asleep, so
yeah,
I definitely
it was quick
missed.
and dirty, caused some issues in some areas, but we like to see the sun is out, but how long will we see the sun?
We'll see more sun today than what we did yesterday. Hit or miss showers is what we're going to be tracking today, and then more sunny skies as we head into the work week. Now we're taking a look at radar showing you the overall picture. Most of the area waking up to those dry conditions. Again, that mix of sun and clouds is what we're seeing here in DC, but you head out towards Virginia. They are holding on to a few of those showers at this hour. So parts of Fauquier County as well as Culpeper, you may want to have the umbrella while stepping out the door, but these are quick moving showers. Zooming it in, Culpeper, you just had a few of those showers. Now it's out of your area, making its way into Remington. So if you are in Remington, you're about to see some rain within the next few minutes or so. It looks like Manassas holding on to some light rain at this hour, even out towards Centerville, just east of Centerville, we're holding on to a light sprinkle and isolated showers. That's really going to be the trend as we head throughout the rest of your day today. But again, Washington, D.C., we are holding on to those quiet conditions. Now, temperature-wise, as you are heading out the door, not looking bad. We are sitting in the 60s to 70s, but it's all thanks to this cold front that is passing through. That's the reason why we are dealing with a few of those showers at this hour. Behind that cold front, we're going to be tracking those cooler conditions as we open up the work week. High pressure builds its way into the area, and that's going to be providing us with sunny skies to kickstart the work week. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of the timing of those showers and storms, Tosin, coming up.
All right, Brittany, we'll check in with you then. Thank you. Your time is 7:03. People in parts of Northwest DC can use their tap water again. DC Water on Saturday night lifted its precautionary boil water advisory for that area. It says water samples tested meet all EPA water quality standards. The advisory was issued Friday after a pumping station lost power, causing a loss of water pressure. Nearly 5,000 customers were impacted by the advisory. So for customers impacted, DC Water says to run cold water from the tap for 10 minutes if the water has not been used since Friday. Throw away any food, drink, or ice prepared during the advisory if the water used was not boiled. In Virginia, Herndon police are looking for a man accused of kidnapping. Officers responded to a home on Knight Lane. This was yesterday night for a domestic situation. They say Christian Vasquez Alvarenga kidnapped someone he knows after a fight and stole the person's car. Police chased the car with help from neighboring jurisdictions. Alvarenga eventually abandoned the car in Maryland with the victim inside. Investigators say that victim is safe. A teenage girl was accidentally shot and killed in Southeast. This is video from a DC News Now contributor. Police say the shooting happened on Barnaby Street. That's where police say two 15-year-old girls were alone in an apartment when one of the girls found an illegal, unregistered, and unsecured gun. Investigators say one of the girls picked up the gun and it went off, shooting the other girl. She died on the scene. The person living in the apartment was taken into custody on firearm charges. Coming up on 7:05, Fredericksburg police investigating whether 3 assaults on women may be connected. Police say the most recent attack happened last weekend. And as DC News Now's Dave Laval reports, these disturbing incidents have been happening since last fall.
It's very scary.
Melissa Hudson calls it a day after fishing on Ficklin Island. She doesn't feel safe being alone.
You just don't know what can happen, what to expect. And it could be worse than what it has been.
Fredericksburg police said an unidentified man violently attacked a woman on the night of May 31st while she sat on a rock on the island. The most recent attack, according to Fredericksburg police, happened somewhere along the water's edge, and it may be connected to 2 other attacks. Police said the first incident occurred October 19th of last year on a stretch of canal path near Cassie Pond. The other took place on Friday, May 1st, while the victim walked on the path just past the Emancipation Highway Bridge.
There's no security, there's no cameras, that's what I see.
Police said they are trying to determine if the cases are connected, and extra patrols are nearby. Meanwhile, people offer tips for women to stay safe.
You just want to, try to keep somebody near you, have somebody that can protect you, and just want to be safe as possible, very cautious.
As for Hudson,
I have pepper spray.
In Fredericksburg, Virginia, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Still in Virginia, crime is down in Arlington for the first time in 7 years. This is according to police crime data. Our ARLnow.com reports serious offenses dropped by almost 11% last year, the first decrease, they say, since 2018. The drop is mainly driven by a decrease in property crime, which is down by nearly 15%. Robberies were down about 28%, and the number of car thefts were nearly cut in half. Police data shows Arlington is safer per capita than the rest of Virginia. In Maryland, Prince George's County is pushing back against illegal dumping. Officials say the issue has gotten out of control and they're calling on families to help solve the problem. The county executive says illegal dumpings hurt the entire community.
The roadways and public spaces of Prince George's County should lead to opportunity, not be aligned with illegal debris. They should reflect the pride we have in our communities, not the neglect of those who refuse to respect our roads or us as residents.
The county executive also says if you see someone dumping trash illegally, call 911. And if you see garbage in public spaces, call 311. To the district where council is passing legislation increasing auto insurance minimums for the first time in 40 years. The increase is for property damage liability, third-party liability, and uninsured motor vehicles. The new law doubles the minimums required. Chairman Phil Mendelson says the change is necessary as medical costs, as medical care and car repairs have increased significantly over the last several decades. The change goes into effect in 2027. The White House has some big plans this summer for the celebration of America's big birthday, and the 4th of July festivities will look quite different with new safety measures in place. It is now designated as a national special security event with Secret Service in charge of planning. Our Daniel Hamburg reports.
Construction is well underway for the Great American State Fair and FIFA Fan Zone on the National Mall. Events part of the Freedom 250 celebrations organized by the Trump administration.
You are going to see a large amount of law enforcement over this 250th celebration. They are there to keep you safe. If you see something suspicious, say something.
Federal law enforcement and the National Guard will be very visible this summer, something not everyone welcomes.
We've already seen the devastation of these federal agents here, and the fact that they're going to increase that, they're trying to instill fear into people.
The July 4th celebration has been designated a national special security event, which puts the Secret Service in charge of planning and coordination.
This designation allows us to take a whole-of-government approach to securing the event.
The main viewing area for fireworks will be at the base of the Washington Monument.
Many of the areas previously used by those with blankets and lawn chairs will be occupied by large events.
And to get on the mall that day, you'll have to pass through security checkpoints.
I can see how that could be an inconvenience for the people who are going to be here. I personally wouldn't choose to go through that.
That's unfortunate, but, you know, I'm not surprised, also considering this administration.
And that was our Daniel Hamburg reporting. Officials are re-emphasizing that D.C. is a no-fly zone. They're asking people to leave their drones at home or risk arrest and big fines. Well, history coming to life in D.C. with the help of archaeologists. The D.C. nonprofit Archaeology in the Community hosted its annual Day of Archaeology Festival at Catholic University. This was yesterday. June is D.C.'s official Archaeology Month, and the festival brought the scientists from around the DMV to share their stories of science and discoveries that helps to understand the past. There were artifact displays and hands-on activities for people to enjoy.
Archaeology is for everybody, and I think that's the one thing that we want people to learn from this event is come out, learn a little bit, learn about your history, learn about your heritage and the impact that you as Washingtonians, as Marylanders and Virginians have made on this landscape.
The nonprofit said it started this festival 13 years ago to educate Washingtonians and people in surrounding areas about archaeology and its importance. And in Virginia, man's best friend got yet another warm welcome in Tyson's Corner with a Paws on the Plaza event. Dog owners and lovers got the chance to enjoy interactive experiences and visit various vendors. There was a dog splash zone, a foam party, and an automatic machine that dispensed dog treats. Now, this is a good one. Comedian Drewski is making an appearance today in Northeast D.C., so you know it's going to be a good time. In a social media post, the comedian says he is holding auditions for his satirical label Could Have Been Records at District Studios. Drewski is asking users to tag entertainers that are willing to audition. Those auditions start at 3 o'clock.